All right, hello, and good morning. We're back again for another Transformational Tuesday, and we are officially in Make Mo Money March. It has started, the ball is rolling. I'm already seeing so much activity in the group. Yay, thank you for everyone who is participating, bringing your light, bringing your love, bringing your goals, your ambitions, bringing all of it to the table. I'm so thankful to be on this journey with you. The one thing that I do know about energy work is that when we have more people aligned with a common goal for ourselves and for everybody, so much more energy can move, and then so much more is possible for all of us. So like I said, the more the merrier inside of that container. So join us in Happy Empowered Empath if you haven't already. All right, my sweet friends. Well, enough about Make Mo Money March. Let's dive into Transformational Tuesday. Today I'm using the Ascended Masters cards. These ones popped up out of my drawer this morning, telling me that it was time. So I'm listening. Let's go ahead and just simply start with the prayer. Good morning, Kat. Good morning, Candace. Hello, Miss Christina. So glad you're here. Hello, Robin. Miss Allison, Grace, Lisa, Starla. Hello, Lisa. Miss Kayla. Welcome. All right, so take a nice big deep breath, ground and center. As we call in divine truth and love into the sacred space, we invoke the highest possible healing for each and every viewer, replayer, and myself. We ask for the courage and compassion to speak and to hear from the purest form of self-love and forgiveness to all involved. Beautiful. 3 cards come out all at one time, and I'm just going to simply trust that. All right, so there is already a lot that is coming through today, so I'm just going to go ahead and rearrange my crown chakra, see how that energy is coming in, so that it comes in one message at a time. Beautiful. All right, so we have Melchizedek with the spiritual law of attraction. I love that this is the first one that is coming up today, especially with Make Mo Money March underway. For those of you who've already tuned into the affirmation for today, I believe in my goals, and so it is. It's about looking at and seeing that what it is that you are working for, what it is that you want to experience in this life is in fact possible for you. If you don't believe that it's possible, then it's not. It's really, truly about belief and what you think you are capable of, and not only what you think you are capable of, but what you are willing to allow into your world and into your life. So the spiritual law of attraction is going to match the vibration of your internal composition, which is why when we talk about doing internal work, it really is the foundation, it is the forefront, it is the most important thing that you can do to be able to create the world around you in the way that you want to create the world around you. If your internal world does not match your external world, and I'm not talking about anything materialistic here. Yes, we talk Make Mo Money March. It is about a vibrational alignment. It is about vibrational frequency of the energy of money. For those of you that were in last week's Feel Good Meds, we did that meditation, we tuned into that, and being able to see that for you, the spiritual law of attraction is working in your favor. Grace, I see you saying that patience is hard for you. That is one of those things that is going to actually clog your flow. It's the now. Why isn't it happening now? That is the exact opposite of allowing. So when you let yourself relax, when you let yourself settle, when you let yourself come into a very joyful and pleasant place inside of your body for you, that's when you'll notice that things just start to allow. I know for myself that every time I check out from business and the grind and even my internal work, when I let myself go out and play, every single time something comes through, more abundance comes through, another opportunity shows up. And so those points, those pieces, when you are allowing yourself to feel your heightened state of joy, that is what is going to attract what needs to come through, rather than focusing on. Now, we use the affirmations to rearrange neural pathways. The affirmations are used to break up those things where literally, like if we use today's affirmation, if you're thinking that my goals aren't possible, it's not possible for me to hit my goals, that is the neural pathway that you're creating. So like, let's say that you see a big house on top of a hill that you're like, that's amazing, I could never live in that house. Then you're right. So it is about creating new neural pathways to create a stronger sense of belief channels. Basically, those belief channels will then allow you to open and expand your vibrational field of what you believe is possible for you, that is going to open all of that up. It's going to open all of it. And then within that, and Abraham Hicks, through Esther Hicks, talks a lot about this, about being able to be in that vortex. So if any of you are familiar with that work, that essentially is what we're talking about here. It's about being in that vibrational vortex, recognizing that before you took your body, before you agreed to come into this world, before you chose your parents, before you all of that, you already set in place for yourself the highest capacity of joy and abundance that you could tap into, right? Then we come through, we have amnesia, we have to remember where we came from, we have our egoic consciousness. All of these things must come into alignment with that. And that alignment comes from your steady flow of joy. That's where it comes from. That's what it is about. So allowing that spiritual law of attraction to help break down any forcing that you have going on and allow yourself to bring in effortlessly. Effortlessly. Beautiful. So let's see what card here is next. Love this. Balance home life and career. Was this not just what I was saying? Being able to know, right, how much of your time and energy needs to be focused, dedicated attention to creating the container from which everything is going to come through, right? We have to create that delivery channel that's going to be the solid foundation for when opportunities arise, when things show up into our world, that we have that balanced and grounded foundation of a container that will allow for your reward and your blessings to come through. Now, the balancing of the career and home life means setting aside, specifically even for some of you, you may have to put it aside in your calendar. This is the time for you to settle. This is the time for you to relax. This is the time for you to play or to spend time with people that are completely outside of work, that you are not going to talk about anything having to do with your career space, your money-making space at all. This really is fully and completely about being able to play while also maintaining that creation of the container, that grounded and balanced foundation that you're working on. So beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. All right, then we have Ms. White Buffalo Calf Woman with Peace Offering. I'm going to let this one just kind of settle with you for a moment so you can tune into what that is meaning for you. What is your association? What is your connection? Beautiful. So the peace offering here has a lot to do with forgiveness. Forgiveness is your receptivity. It is your ticket to receiving. I saw this when I was, I had this aha when I was in meditation and leading, I think it was either the Earth Angels or the Discover program last week. Literally, the places within your heart where you are holding any densities, the places inside of your heart where you're holding any pains from the past, and really not giving yourself the freedom internally to be able to create new awareness, new flow. All of that can be transmuted and all of that can be released through forgiveness. I feel like I'm gonna sneeze. But as you allow yourself to connect in with your heart space in that, as you allow yourself to see the peace offering, it really isn't about, so many people, like forgiveness is one of those words that I think it has so many definitions, and we see it across so many different religions and so many different new age spirituality teachings, that this idea of forgiveness, it has so many layers and layers and layers and layers of definitions. But truly, it's that you are forgiving. You are giving yourself more space and more room to be able to receive. that when you are holding those grudges, remember, think about this. If you're holding a grudge against somebody else from your past, you're also not allowing something or somebody new who is entering into your world. You're not allowing that room, that space for it to be able to blossom and to bloom and to see what is possible with your new level of wisdom and your awareness. You can recognize what may have gone wrong in the past and know how to avoid that in the future, but it isn't about shutting down the channel completely. So when you create this space, the peace offering really is about creating space. Because if you think about it, like I said, you're forgiving, you are offering peace, you are giving something of yourself, and when you give something of yourself, you make room for new to come in and through. And this is where also the practice of awareness in your meditation space of what it is that you are bringing in through the spiritual law of attraction is going to work as a balance with what it is that you are giving for and to other people. So when you're giving, you're making room for the spiritual law of attraction. You're making room for Melchizedek to come through and to be able to allow. And again, this comes through balance. That it isn't so much about all play, because that all play doesn't really set room and space for the grounded foundation of the container of what it is that you're calling in. All work does not make room for the magic, does not make room for you to be able to do your internal personal work. It does not leave room for you to be able to breathe, which is part of the reason in our society and culture we have people that are working so hard and still feeling like they're on a hamster wheel, because essentially that's what our society has created. So go back into yourself. Go back into yourself and see what else it is that you can release. Grace, you're seeing you stop doing your KonMari. Start doing your KonMari inside of your heart. So what that means is every night, if you can, not even if you can, make this a priority. Every night, start writing 3 forgiveness letters. And I generally will keep them as long as you need to keep them. But if I have a notebook like this size, I'll do it so that it is the full page, right? You just keep writing until the page is full of what it is that you are forgiving or that you are letting go, and you're making more room and more space in your heart. The forgiveness practice is going to shift and change so much for you. And I love that it has been affirmed right here with the peace offering. So for those of you who are participating in Make Mo Money March, which is a free challenge that I'm offering in Happy Empowered Empaths. I don't even like calling it a free challenge. It's a free opportunity for all of us to open our abundant space. Truly, it is a beautiful thing. So with that peace offering, if you add this, absolutely 100% Grace. In fact, oftentimes I find that for people, the hardest person for us to forgive is ourselves. Forgiving yourself for participating in something way past its expiration date. Forgive yourself for holding on to the grudges that you are not forgiving. Forgive yourself for staying up too late. Forgive yourself for whatever it is. But yeah, starting with yourself can actually make it a lot easier to be able to forgive others. If you're finding that you don't have anything to forgive yourself for, then start with others and then start forgiving yourself. But being able to do the dance between both, being able to do the dance between two is going to actually create, it's kind of like creating an ebb and flow. We have to have that expansion and contraction. And when you start that expansion and contraction, you'll start to see that it actually is priming the pump. It's like, have you ever seen those old-fashioned water pumps where you basically just pump, but it takes a while for the water to start coming out. And then once the water starts coming out, it just comes out so fast that you can't even control it. You can't stop it. You're allowing it. So what it does is it builds momentum. It builds momentum. And so when you build that momentum, once you hit that threshold and it opens, all of the energy starts moving out and starts moving through. So sometimes it is the most difficult to be able to get over that initial speed bump of our own internal process and our own internal growth. But once you do, it's like you hit the high rail. You hit the high rail and it just flows. So I hope you found this all super helpful with your week. I know for me, I love doing these because it always brings me such gentle and delicate reminders also of what I can do to improve my practice and what I can do to just create a little bit more structure and grace into the whole process of moving forward and being easy on myself, on being easy on the world that I'm creating. I love, love, love this balanced career and home life. It's so easy for me personally to get caught up in focusing on work, because my business is my baby. I've spent so much time growing it that sometimes it's hard for me to step away, and at the same time I know it's what causes more stress and is necessary. So I don't know who that was for, but in sharing that, I hope that you also give yourself that time to create the balance. Do you need more discipline or do you need more play? It's up to you to be able to see that. Law of attraction, definitely. Esther Hicks has a whole thing on YouTube. There's so many free messages and channels there that it will help. It absolutely will help, especially with the law of attraction. And then forgive. Beautiful, Joy. I'm so glad. As I was saying it, I was like, who am I saying this for? I know I'm saying this for somebody. All right, my sweet loves. I am so thankful that we had the opportunity to spend and share space this morning. Tune into Happy Empowered Empaths. Make Mo Money March. It's a daily thing. Put it in your calendar, put it in an alarm on your phone to go into that group and check, participate, comment as much as you can, get that energy moving and flowing for you, and to be a part of that group, to start seeing where there are so many people who are having breakthroughs in abundance, and you'll see all sorts of stuff coming up and through that you'll be able to resonate with, to let you know that you are not alone in the feelings that you feel and the emotions that you have and the daily things that go through your brain, any doubt, any fear, any unworthiness. We're going to break through all of that, because that's not here to serve your highest good, and we want you operating at your best, because the world absolutely needs you shining at your greatest, your highest, your ultimate level of unconditional love and joy. So let's join together. Join me in Happy Empowered Empaths. I do want to also say the doors are officially open for the absolute last time for the Earth Angels program. So for those of you who've been keeping your eye on it for the last couple of years, this is your opportunity. This is your only and last opportunity. So if you're feeling the call to participate or be a part of the Earth Angels program, it's my year-long, very intimate, it's a very small group mastermind where we dive deep into psychic development training as well as entrepreneurial development skills. So meaning if you are in the role of wanting to help others, if you have a service-based business, if you're a creative, you're an intuitive, you're a massage therapist, you're a hairstylist, if you already have your own business and you want to shift it into something more spiritual, if you want to become more aligned with your soul's purpose, definitely connect with me. I would absolutely love nothing more than to talk with you to see how I may support you in fulfilling your life's purpose and to support you in fulfilling your life's dreams. I know that that is what I am here to do, to train revolutionaries in how to start their own movement. So join me if you're feeling the pull, if you're feeling the call, reach out to me through private message. If you have anyone in mind, if you're hearing this message and you're thinking, wow, that might be for them, please send us a connection message through Facebook Messenger. I would absolutely love to speak with them, tag them in this, get the message out there, because I know that Spirit is bringing me, I keep getting the numbers 4 to 6. So I know that those people are already there. I know that we are meant to work together. So thank you. Thank you for sharing the message. Thank you for being here. Thank you for supporting my dreams, my visions, my goals. And truly, it is a blessing to share this time and space with you. So I hope you have an absolutely wonderful week. For those of you in Make My Money March, I'll see you in Happy Empowered Empaths. For those of you who just tuned into Transformational Tuesdays, I'll see you next week. All right, my sweet friend. Ciao, ciao. Mwah.